Welcome, 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 as they say in the Baptist church.
So,
Had to ruffle your feathers up a little bit, but welcome back to Garage Talk, where finance meets fire, mindset meets mastery, and spirituality meets soul. It's your boy Cam, and to my right, and more than likely your left, my cousin Yoda B, who keeps us tapped in on that inner greatness. How you feeling today, cousin?
amazing.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. We just had a conversation about quite a few things, but more importantly, I'm gonna start trying something new with the pod. Um, it was something that was on my heart and mind to really implement. So everybody that views or listens, because we about to hit Spotify too in a little bit, um, just to get y'all locked in, so y'all can retain the information that we give, because it is a lot of information in one given time. But I really want to put y'all in the mind frame to really receive the information that we give you. So I know people might not like the word ritual because there's a lot of bad things tied to the word ritual, but we
Life
keep it.
is a ritual, bro.
What's up?
Life is a ritual.
So we keeping it positive here. So we're gonna keep it on the positive side of the ritual. So what we're gonna do is what I need everybody to do. Just follow my lead. Take your hand, put it on your heart, and say, I am in sync
I am in sync.
with the frequency of wealth.
Frequency of wealth.
Let's lock in. Now, remember this: every dollar has discipline, and every lesson has purpose. It's not just a tagline, folks. It's really the foundation of this rebrand and everything that we're doing going forward. So, let's get into it. So many people believe, this is a crazy belief, that the only path to money is just working harder. More hours, more shifts, the overtime, grinding until you really just exhausted. But the truth is, working harder does not guarantee wealth. As glorious as they make it seem, it doesn't equate to it. So what builds wealth is the discipline, which is the word for the month, consistency, and learning. Now, I'm telling you this from experience. I had to break out of that old way of thinking. So when I committed to really learning something new outside of my blood, sweat, and tears, i.e., trading, which because of just watch me make a few dollars. That's something else we're gonna implement into the pods. You know what I'm saying? Some live trading. So all my traders out there that want to lock in, we're gonna start jumping up here on the pod and Sunday nights. We're gonna make some money together. But that is something new that I had to learn. It was a skill that I had to learn, and it really opened my eyes, and it made me realize that wealth wasn't just for the niggas out there in suits on Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I like a good suit. I might have to put the B-roll up with me in one of my suits.
You looking like money in them Jones.
Boy, that's what they telling me these days. You know what? Funny
But
story.
I want to throw a wrinkle, man.
Yeah.
Funny. I had a conversation about this today. About I've never seen someone start at the bottom of a company and work their way up. I really try to think of people that I know.
Now, the caveat off of that, I've never seen it physically, but you've heard of it. That you meet people that are at the top, and it's like, oh yeah, well I started where you was at 20 years ago. It's like you don't know it, but that's what they say. That. So, prime example.
I said I've never seen somebody go into a place, start off at a level, and work their way up. Now you might get to a certain point, but I'm talking about being like the CEO or something. I'm talking about because
Straight ownership from nothing to something.
I've never seen that. I've seen people do things that you probably would never do to be wealthy or to be rich. I mean, not wealthy. Wealthy is a whole total different thing from being rich. So let me stop that. From being rich, I've known people. I've seen people that will do anything to be rich or have done
Unspeakable
things
things.
like such. So it's like, you know, it, it's kind of like, how can I say this? They always say grab yourself by the bootstraps, and they always try to figure out what that meant. And I understood now that we are electrical beings, right? So what really cuts off you from electrifying yourself to your highest level, right? First of all, we don't ground ourselves to the earth, right? We wear shoes. That's number one. So what are the boots? The shoes, right? What are the shoes
Massive.
made of? Rubber, right? What does rubber cut you off? Electricity, right? So life is not meant to be lived the way that we have been living it, correct? We're not supposed to grab ourselves up by the bootstraps. We're supposed to be connecting with certain things and certain natural form of things of doing things. I'll say that in a better sense of explaining that.
Yeah.
Think about it. At one point, you were able to walk outside barefoot, probably just no clothes on, probably. It was a probably different type of consciousness then to where you can be in that space and you can grab your food from a tree and eat it. You, I don't think now you have to go to the grocery stores. You have to go to somewhere to get your produce. When I know there was a time where you can grow it, right? You can plant, you can grow it. You have trees. I remember my my great grandmother had plum tree, man. She had a fruit tree. We used to pick the plums off the tree, man. All fruit off the tree every summer. And my grandmother had a garden. She would get her vegetables and stuff from there, like naturally.
Hey B, hey, I'm glad you brought that up.
So
That
it's like,
so I don't mean to cut you off, but
nah, but
we're gonna
yeah,
get back to it. We're gonna
yeah,
get back. So I think that that generation was really on to something because my grandmother, great grandmother, they was always planting something garden type, small garden, tomatoes and whatnot, fruits, but they was really on to something. That generation, and like you said, we somehow the system has pulled us away from that.
okay. Now, see, key word, the system, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What is this system telling you? Grab yourself by the bootstraps. Work hard. Get a job. Climb up to the top. Work hard. Climb on the top. You'll elevate. You'll get raises. You'll get a different job, title, position.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That is
So
the
with the economy
vicious
the way
cycle.
that it is, right? Everybody's at a point where they can kind of consciously see something is not right. You've been in you've been in the rat race for at least 20 years by now. For some of us, maybe 15. Some of us, maybe 10 at this point. If you look back, what is it giving you, right? Because now you accumulated more responsibility. Now you got a mortgage, you got car insurance, you got car note, you got daycare, you got college now. The list goes on and on, right? So
Indeed, it does.
if you look back, right, you've been in a rat race, right? And you look back, I think that we all just stopped at getting a house, right? We all stopped there, right? It's like as soon as we get a mortgage, which if you understood what mortgage, the etymology of mortgage, you shocked. you'd be you'd be shocked because it definitely has the word death in there incorporated in the mortgage. Because if you take certain words out, it'll say morgue, like a morgue, right? Death,
Yeah, yeah,
you know. But who's to say that they can't play away with words? I mean, the English is broken. So, but back to the point is, it's like they were so tapped into to a certain culture that we do not have anymore. We become a dependent culture. We have become a reactive culture. We're not proactive. Uh, some of us are, um, but not enough of us are, and that's just what it is. So, how do we get to that point? That's the next question. Is now that we identify that we're all in this rat race, what's the next step?
yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do some extended research on that specifically, because it's like, how did we transition to this point? Because you know me and Black Wall Street, we like this. So it's like there was a point in time to where things were easy for us. Money, wealth, success, abundance, easy. We set the system up for it to be easy for us to obtain, easy for us to transition from this to this, building the ecosystem that we talk about. All of that stuff was there before. But like I asked the question before, is it fear? Is that what it is? Are we fearing the unknown? Or is
Yeah,
it,
I think that's what it is, man. This is what comes in of something that I came across, and then stuck with me since I've seen it on the internet. I can't even get this out of my mind. I've been thinking about it heavily.
yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to
Think,
do that. But
let's see if we can do. But I'm gonna see if I can share my screen.
so I didn't mark this spot. So I'm a you can keep talking, but what I'm gonna do on the back end is try to add it in as a B-roll. So when we drop the clip, it'll pop up. But yeah.
Your current, I can't share. You're currently sharing.
But I say I don't have nothing sharing. Let's see. Cause what I tried to do, what was the
Yeah, it's a shame. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, it says someone else. Is this because of this media thing? You gotta. It's still up on my page.
media thing? What media thing?
This box that is just timing out.
I don't have nothing sharing. Cause when I refreshed everything, it went away.
Oh, let me do it then.
Y'all gotta bear with us.
All right, there we go.
We still learning how to operate the platform. Hey, shout out to Riverside, by the way. If y'all new to podcasting, or just want to put some information out there,
Can you see that?
coaches, all that.
It's the
No,
okay.
bam, there we go. Oh, you don't put up mortgage.
Okay, so here, as I say here, the debt pledge,
Yeah,
mortal wage. So I just had to share that real quick, just for the references. So I gotta see if I can pop this picture up though, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure as to why with the media piece it won't pop up because I saved it. Let's see. Add to photos library. Add. Photo has already been saved. Okay, well, save it again.
Hit
X out of
share
that.
and then click on what you want to share.
So when I go to upload media,
Not just share the screen.
it's not in my photos.
Let's do this.
Or you may just have to talk about it. Be the only option at the moment. Yeah, because
Yeah, I'm gonna get it straight.
this joint is acting weird. But yeah, back to what we was saying. Something along the way scared the people so much that they just kind of fell in line and adopted this system of working hard, even working your fingers to the bone, doing overtime, like this, the ideology of money and trading time for money. And it's like that's not how you get to where you want to go. Because if you taking all your time to make money, when there's people out there using their money to make money, what part of the game is that? Ah, there we go. Remember how you did that for next time. Definitely
This is
remember how you
what
did
I'm
that.
talking about right here. That's a powerful picture, man. Message. Can't remember exactly, but I definitely got off social media somewhere. But knowledge is power. And what you do with that knowledge gives you the power to take full control of your reality. And this is just by choice. This is it's totally up to you. You know, if you feel like you're cool with how things are, that's totally fine. Not trying to we're not trying to convince. We're just putting out information, just a different perspective on what's going on and how
Yeah.
to pivot and navigate through the chaos. You know what I'm saying? But this knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. It's powerful shit, man. And I definitely wanted to share that message today
That's a bar.
because it's very true. A lot of us do perish from the lack of knowledge um, and execution of the knowledge as well. There's a lot of us that do have the information. We just sit on it and we don't do nothing with it. I used to be one of those people, so I had to hold myself accountable and start getting into the to that execution mode.
Yeah,
So
you know we all about that.
at some point you have to apply a lot of this information. So um, yeah, man. I mean, what, what do you see in the financial world? Of why this statement is so powerful? Why something that's going on that would make you unfit to fit in the system, right? Of grabbing yourself up by the bootstraps, working hard, right? But when we get the mortgage, we get the car, we get all the stuff that we want, and we look back, you know, do we really own these things, right? Or
That is a powerful piece. Don't let that go over your
is it
head.
really mine, right? Does the banks really have the money, right? That we asking for, right? I mean, this is all things we have to think about. Because we're at a point where we're gonna have to start fighting back, you know, um, financially and spiritually as a whole. Um,
Any means necessary.
but the real war is here. Let's not forget the ultimate war is here, man. The mind is all. So we all refine this and we refine what we see. So yeah, man, just want to share that.
And the main piece here is you got to change your mindset. Get out the get out the cycle. I know that people call it the rat race, whatever you want to call it. Get out of it. You have the ability to change the system. You can be Neo in the Matrix. If you want to, if you need that analogy, you can be that.
We all are one. It's not just one person. Listen, man, Christ is born every day, man. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. So you are all sitting here to change this place for the better. But it's unfortunate that there's something put in place to take you away from that ideology and to focus on one singularity symbol, worship that, and live your life based off that symbol. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is it really your fault?
Yes and no. And I say that because initially you don't know, because we early on only receive information from the people that's close to us, and and I say they as in, our parents and grandparents. They didn't have the knowledge. I know my people didn't. They didn't have the knowledge. You know what I'm saying, to really let your money make money. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically one of the first to really enter the stock market with the level of knowledge that I have in the family. And when you got people that's relying on trust and bonds, and it that don't make no money. Why you think you gotta wait 10, 15, 20 years for you can be able to touch it? No. And then don't let me get started on this whole retirement thing. Come on, dog.
You don't really own your
Four
401k, man. The IRS owns that,
401ks
right? It's a
scams.
scam, right?
And here's the thing. For all you people that you got your IRAs and all. I just told my homeboy a couple weeks ago. I said, listen, this is what you do. And I'm giving y'all the game here. You decrease your contributions 50%, half. If you putting in 100 into your company matched IRA, bring it down to 50. What you do, you open up your own personal brokerage account. You invest, you can do this, you can mirror it. But at the same time, that money is your money. The money that is in your brokerage is your money. You can pull that money out at any time. You don't have to wait until you're 65, 66, 67. That's your bread. So if you invest in Apple and Apple appreciates and you take some off the top, that's your bread. You can make the request, hey, I want to take profits. And you 48 hours is in your bank account instead of you putting the whole $100 into your retirement plan, your 401k, and then you gotta wait till you're 65.
You know what it's like? It's like they put like a carrot, right? Or like a pot of
Yeah,
gold somewhere and say, hey man, you keep going up that hill to that, you're gonna reach that pot of gold, right? But what in that time from you started working your way up that hill, you then got older, your health probably declining, your health is probably, just life happens, right? Tons of life stuff happens in between that time, right? So at what point do we stop back and look and say, I can only enjoy this for a short period of time? And some of us don't even get to the point to enjoy it.
man, and it's crazy to hear stories. Cause I don't know if you know what's his name, Jamal King. He be with ET, the 9 to 5 millionaire, and he was a police officer for 20 years, but he was doing real estate on the side, right? And he told a story about a lady that he was working with, and she was always, kind of like, oh man, you going on another trip? You going on another trip? And he's like, just telling her about all the vacations and stuff. And he told her, she's like, why don't you take a vacation? And she's like, I'm waiting to retirement. I'm waiting to retirement. So, make a long story short, lady ends up retiring, and then like 2 weeks later, she died. So it's like, you get that. You got to think about this stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
You
Like, and then
really,
not that. What about your family? What are they left?
yeah.
Because they can auction off your 401k
Oh yeah. That can mm-hmm.
and they can tax it
Basically
and then give your
all of that.
your your family the crumbs of that, and they got to use that to bury you.
Oh man.
So you know, um,
And peep this, B. Peep this. So the price, because I just found this out last week when I went home for my homeboy's his dad passed, and it's about 5 grand just to put niggas in the ground. We not even talking funeral home services. This is strictly cemetery. 5 grand for them to dig the 6 feet hole.
My,
Like,
I don't understand why death is a profit.
it's
Why
crazy.
why is your transition of your soul
Anything the system can tell people to make money off of, they're gonna
your
do it.
grief, your pain, that could
They're
be
gonna
used for
do it.
healing. That could be used to understand and process in what is going on. Why don't we invest in things like that? Things that matter.
Things that matter. Yeah, because they that's not what matters. And that's what we be trying to get the point across. What really matters? What are you making a priority? You know what I'm saying? Investing in your knowledge needs to be a priority. Whether you want to get into the healing, whether you want to make more money, whether you just want to be a better person overall, that's an investment that takes time. But you gotta make time for it.
Make
Like,
time for that 9 to 5 though.
and that's the thing, man. And let me jump back on the 401k piece for a little bit, because I see this a lot. Well, I saw it a lot when I was in the army. So they tell you, okay, we want you to put X amount of dollars into this retirement fund. You know what I'm saying? And niggas out here just blindly putting money into whatever they believe is going to appreciate. Now, mind you, with the army, they had it set up, and they still have it set up. They're probably gonna come after me for this shit, but who cares? You know, you have different funds, right? And if you don't go in and change where the money is going, you're basically putting your money in quicksand. Now, you know how the dollar is constantly depreciating. So imagine after 20, 25 years of hard work serving your country, you expecting to have X amount of dollars, and you go to look and it's nowhere near that because you weren't properly educated on how to structure your allocations. I'm talking majors, generals, putting money into this thing and thinking they're going to have X amount of dollars when they retire. And it's not even close to that amount because they were never told, when you don't change your allocations, your money is going into this sinkhole, basically, because it's not appreciating. It's just slowly dying over the course of time. So instead of your money appreciating, it's depreciating. And it's like they don't educate you, and that's on purpose.
I'm
Hey,
gonna give you a cheat code, man. Anybody stuck trying to find any purpose of what they feel like they should be doing in life, your soul mission is whatever you want to call it, your path, right? I told you that the universe is all ran off of numbers. You add up your birthday, I'm talking about birthday, year, all of that, you add it up and you break it down to one single digit. That is your life path. And according to that life path number, you can look it up and it'll break down characteristics and traits that you naturally are born with. And then it'll give you certain key things that you might be interested in, your hobbies, your weaknesses, your strengths, um, things of that nature. So that is a cheat code that you can do. Everybody can do it. It's not hard. Breaking down your birthday and your birth year, breaking it down to a single number, because we all have a life path number. We all do, because we all have a birthday in the year that we was born in. So it's like that you can't deny it. Can't deny it. So that's some homework that you can do. Um, and I'm interested. If anybody's listening right now, anybody that's listening right now, I encourage you to figure out what's your life. We can do a quick little exercise. Matter of fact,
drop that in the comments. Drop that in the comments. When
I'm
you
gonna
get your number, drop it in the comments.
share it. Um, and I want to know how exciting that is to know that.
Yeah. I think what we do when we release this is we gonna run that piece back. I'll drop that in the caption. Let people know like, what's your life number, and then go ahead and drop that in the comments and get that popping.
Um, but how let's say if you were born November 21st, 1947, right? Let's just say that, right? So November is the 11th month, right? So that's 11. You're born on the 21st, right? That's 2 plus 1, right? Then you were born in 1947. So 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 7, that's 21. So that's 11 plus 3 plus 21. That equals 35. So when you break around 35, that gives you the number 8. So essentially, that is your life path.
Once again, once y'all figure that out, drop that in the comments below. Let's see who who matches up. But yeah, essentially, we gotta break out of this mindset of working hard. Like we don't have to work hard. We gotta work smart. And
Off the internet too, bro. we, gotta,
what's happening?
we gotta be smart off the net. Like
As
take
a
take the real
collective.
building off the like have it secluded where nothing is discussed but what moves need to be made, and then you discuss them when they've been made. Like a think tank. You know,
Yeah.
but this is my little suggestion, man. Before we get up out of here, I honestly think that that's just a bar of mine.
I'm gonna drop this little bar and then we can go ahead and close it out. Discipline is bigger than a paycheck. When you lock in and when you really figure out why you here and you maintain that discipline to put forth the effort to continue to do what you are here to do day in and day out, way bigger than a paycheck. That's what's gonna get you the bread. That's what's gonna get you the abundance. I'm speaking from experience. Now, granted, I feel like I'm under spiritual attack right now. B, I ain't even told you about this, but like I feel it, cause that's how I know I'm getting close. Cause it's like every time I feel like, oh yeah, I'm in the groove. It's just like you're running. You get that second wind, something hits you in the gut. That little pain that be on the side.
Yeah, that cramp
is crucial. But it and the funny thing is, and I say it's funny because it's real funny to me now, is that I'm aware of it. And it's like, that ain't you. I know what that is. I know what that is. Cool. I'm a fall back, but I'm gonna stay locked in. Cause now at one point in time, shit throw me off my game. Like what? Like why you? Mm-mm. Now awareness, acceptance, but we gonna still keep it moving.
Hey man, you took some advice from the pod, right? What did we talk about? Emotional intelligence, right? Be the observer, but don't absorb it, man. Observe. Don't take it all in, man. Just take things as they is and practice your alchemy. Then man, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all got a lot from today.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a whiteboard, man. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna show
Always
you how to break
nice about you.
down. I'm gonna break down mine because I don't care, man. I don't mind sharing mine. You know what's crazy? Me and my son have the same number,
That's not by
and
coincidence.
we share the same sign. But
That's not by coincidence.
um, yeah, I'll break it down on the whiteboard. If y'all couldn't understand it by me telling you, I'm gonna have a whiteboard. I'm gonna break it down, man. We can do some work.
Yeah, so we're gonna definitely spin the block on that next
But
week.
if you did listen on how to break it down, throw it in the comments, reach out, share
Got
it.
in the comments,
Um,
most definitely.
but yeah, I really want to. That's a cheat code for me, man, to kickstart. Our listeners and anybody that watches. A little exercise, man, and I encourage you to read it. And I want to know what you think. If any of those things are what you're currently dealing with, what you're going through, where you at, where you been, where you going in life. I'm here, man. I want to know.
We all want to
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and that's something else that we're gonna really start tapping into is giving y'all homework. Because Yoda talked about that a while ago when we first started hopping on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Giving y'all interactive things to do outside of the pod, taking this information and applying it. They say knowledge is power, but it's only powerful when you
It's
apply
nothing
it.
but a network, man. It's nothing but a network.
So, like I said before, the word of the month is still discipline. So stay locked in because discipline today creates freedom tomorrow. Y'all gonna see that again here in a little bit. But you got anything else, Yoda? We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Any last words for the people?
Stay up, stay dangerous. Um,
Stay dangerous for sure.
just let it fly, man. Let it fly.
Yeah, one last thing. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Um, Also, just released the latest episode. It's already posted on the YouTube channel. The link is up on the Facebook profile as well. So y'all ain't got enough for us. We ain't got no more for y'all. So we gonna catch you
Hey,
next week.
peace.
Peace.